It's time you brought that in here. I wish they'd sing that song as their pappies and grandpappies sang it. The way they're singing it, it sounds like they were all played out from loafing all day.
They've been singing it that way ever since I can remember, Granny.
Ever since you can remember. You're not old enough to have a memory.
Well, I'm old enough to have learned that when they do sing it that way, something's wrong. Isn't that so, Scipio?
Yes, I feel it in my bones, and they feel it in their bones. There's something no good coming.
He's right. They can sense trouble before it gets here.
There's misery coming to this old house. I knows it. I always did know it. I know when things will come around like that. I got intuition.
Scipio.
Yas'm, yas'm.
Quit that muttering and finish sweeping that fireplace, or I'll give those bones of yours something they really will feel with this cane of mine.
Yas'm.
Lucy Bell, you're getting as superstitious as they. And if you don't put a stop to it, grandchild or no grandchild, I'll put you over my knee. If Lisbeth were here, she'd teach you to mind your manners, young lady.
Lisbeth's last letter says she'll stay in New York another week. Anyway, she'd be too busy now with Cousin Larry bowling her around.
Those plagued telephones. They burst right into your homes without so much as a how do you do. Callie! Callie! Stop that infernal noise! Stop it, I say. I'm not at home to anyone.
Yas'm. Yas'm. Where? Yas'm, I'll tell her.
Did you shut that off as I asked you?
Well, did you? No, ma'am. I answered it.
Why, you grinning numbskull, I'll...
Yes, ma'am. But it was from New York.
What's that? Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Oh, there's Lisbeth and Larry.
If those two youngsters get married in New York instead of coming home, I'll tan their hides.
Oh, Mr. Blair.
Yes?
Your phone call to Kentucky is ready.
Well, thank you. We better hurry, darling, or Granny will turn that telephone company upside down. We're forwarding the special news to Granny in Kentucky. Will you pardon us? We'll be right back. Hello, Granny.
What's keeping you two lovebirds? If you try to get married up in New York, I'll have the police stop you.
Why, not so fast, Granny. We're only getting ready to announce our engagement. Why, we wouldn't think of getting married any other place in the world but Blairstown, Kentucky. Oh, but Granny, Lisbeth wants to stay up here in New York another week to do some shopping. Then I'll bring her right down.
Well, why don't you let Lisbeth do some talking? It's her wedding, too, you know.
Hello, Granny.
Hello, Lisbeth. Now listen carefully.
Yes?
Don't you let any grass grow under your feet while that singer friend of his is away. Any woman who can wheedle that amount of money out of him and call it a concert tour must be smart. I don't know whether he was in love with her or not, so you better hurry and get him down here for the wedding. Good night.
Goodbye, Granny.
Happy dreams.
It's your brother, madame.
Yes? Trent? But Trent, the boat only docked half an hour ago. I got here as quickly as possible.
If you hadn't stayed over there so long after my first cable, we wouldn't be out $1 million.
We wouldn't. Don't include me in your schemes. I thought your cable meant something like that. To use my influence. Now I'm glad I made that concert tour.
He had you out of the way just long enough to carry out his plan. He's ready to announce his engagement. And to his childhood sweetheart.
Oh. If you'd only explain that in your cable. It's such a shock, I can't believe it. I just can't. Trent, what can I do? If I'd only known, I wouldn't have gone.
It might not be too late now.
Trent, I'm coming down there right away.
Don't be a fool, Gail. It'll be better if I can get him to come to you. You give me just 10 minutes to get him there. Well? Gail, what's happened?
Yes, Trent. I'll be here. I just couldn't go on without him. I just couldn't.
This was the engagement ring of his mother and of his grandmother.
As a matter of fact, I showed it to Lisbeth when she was 10 years old. And that's when I first asked her to marry me.
The ring looked so beautiful, I said yes. I just couldn't let him give it to any other girl.
Have the newspapers caught on already?
No. I just talked to my sister. She returned tonight.
What brought her back so soon?
She must have heard about Lisbeth Calvert and didn't take this engagement of yours any too well.
Well, why not? It's been expected for years. Why not ask her over?
Not in her present frame of mind. She threatened to come, and to avoid a scene here, I promised you'd see her for a minute. And I think you better go. Oh, I'll make excuses for you.
Oh, thanks. I'll be right back.
Bonjour, Monsieur Larry.
Hello, Babette.
Hello, Larry.
Hello, Gail. You're the last person I've expected to see tonight. I had no idea you were returning. What about your singing engagement in London?
Oh, why, my London manager's calling me tonight. What have you been doing, Larry? What about your engagement to this Calvert girl?
Well, you've known it's been planned for years. And tonight, we were formally announcing it.
I've always been afraid of that.
I'm sorry, Gail.
You see, Larry, I always hoped about you and me. Getting the shock tonight, I realized the futility of all that.
I suppose I should have known. But I had no idea. We've always been such great friends.
You have been a wonderful friend, Larry. If it hadn't been for your help and encouragement, I might have abandoned the chances of a career long ago. Now, somehow, career doesn't matter so much.
Oh, don't talk like that, Gail. You've worked too hard to have all those things.
Without you and you to be pleased, it wouldn't mean anything.
Gail, I don't want to seem brutal, but don't you think you've allowed your sense of gratitude to confuse your thoughts? Now, when your phone call comes through tonight, I want you to tell your manager that you're returning to London immediately.
Of course, Larry, that's all very practical. That sounds so simple. Except I can't feel that practical. I can only understand that this is probably the last moment I shall have with you. Won't be any fun going on without you. Now, shall we have that last moment, not quite so sad, with a little more gaiety?
There, that's better. That's showing your old spirit. More like the real Gail.
And we'll drink a toast to your happiness.
And to that career of yours.
Oh, I'd forgotten you have guests waiting.
Well, a few minutes more or less won't make any difference. Gail. This cablegram from your manager says he'll call you at 9 o'clock.
Yes, I know that.
Well, it's after 9 now. Are you sure he didn't call before I arrived?
No. No, he hasn't called. Here's to your happiness.
And to your career. And now.
I'm afraid I can't say it, Larry. I'd rather just remember you standing here beside me.
Gail!
Oh, what are you doing? What was that?
Oh.
Lisbeth!
What's happened?
Quick, get an ambulance. Call a doctor. Hurry!
Hello? Please, I'm in a hurry. I want the doctor.
Is Trent Burke here?
Yes, sir. I'll find him for you.
It isn't like Larry to go away and leave his guests.
You Trent Burke?
Yes.
You're wanted down at the emergency hospital.
Why, what's happened?
I didn't get the details. I was told that I'd find you here. Your sister and a man named Blair were brought into the hospital.
Why, that's Larry. Oh, what can have happened?
The Marlin Street Emergency Hospital, ma'am. The police car will take you.
Oh. Mr. Larry Blair, I must see him.
He was brought in only a short while ago. You'll have to wait until I get a report.
We're very anxious to know their condition. The lady brought in with him is my sister.
Well, the doctors are in attendance now. I'll find out how long it'll be.
Thank you.
We can't even find out what happened. Did you know he was going to meet your sister tonight?
Phone?
You may use this one.
Thank you. Line, please. Hello, Daisy. Daisy, give me the city editor, will you, please? Hello, boss. Say, boss, I got a little of a story for you. Yeah, you ought to smear it all over the front page. Yeah, it's worth holding the first edition for. I get this. You know that young Kentucky millionaire, Larry Blair? Well, he was found in the apartment of that singer of his, yeah. She was with him. Yeah, it looks as if they both tried suicide. Sure, her name is Gail Burke. Swell looker. Pip. Yeah, they say her voice wasn't bad either. Some folks say that she was his protege, and others say that he was her benefactor. And they got names for those things these days, and you can ask Harrison what word the Greeks had for it. And listen, boss, there's a tricky angle of this case. While his singer was in London, he was going around with a Kentucky blue blood, Lisbeth Calvert. Yeah, sure, you remember that little bluegrass dame that Max snapped his picture with at the polo game? Yeah, they say she's worth $1 million in her own name. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It looks like this singer pal of his came back from London to surprise him. Yeah. I'll get more details. So long. Thanks, sister.
Will he live?
Yes. They're both out of danger. Fortunately, your sister's maid discovered them in time. You may be allowed to see them if you care to wait. Will you wait?
Oh. No. No, thank you.
Did you all hear any funny noise last night?
Noises? You shut your mouth, Scipio. You got me jumping at my own shadow with your ghosts and miseries.
That's it. Shadows. You can see a hand's shadow, but you can't see a hand. I'll just go down to old Aunt Hanny and get myself some of that black rooster blood for a hand charm.
Won't Lisbeth be happy when you tell her she can wear your wedding gown, Granny?
I suppose you'll want to be married in a bathing suit.
Old wedding gowns are fashionable now, and they're considered lucky.
There isn't a spot on it. It's as good as new.
Oh, it's beautiful. Lisbeth will look lovely in it.
And she'll look a whole lot better than you do. Now let's try the veil.
Why, Miss Lisbeth, you all back already from New York?
Yes, Callie, I got in this morning. Hello, Scipio. Is anybody home?
They's in the parlor. Just walk right on in, honey.
Maybe you let me wear it, Granny, when I get married.
This dress is only for women marrying Blair men. After this wedding, it'll be put away until Larry and Lisbeth have a son getting married.
It's real handmade lace, too.
Well, that's the only thing Blair women ever got married in.
Oh, hurry up, Granny. I want to see myself in the mirror.
Keep still. Don't be a wiggler.
Gee, Elizabeth will look lovely in it.
The Blairs always pick beautiful women for their brides. There.
Lisbeth! We didn't know you were back. Where's Larry? I was just trying on your wedding gown.
You can pack it away again, Granny.
Lucy Bell, you run along.
Oh, but...
Run along. Now, just have a good cry. You can tell me afterwards what's happened.
Very funny, isn't it? Do you realize that your Granny Blair is blaming me for everything?
Oh, pardon the outburst, Crane. But I was just wondering what Granny would do to you if she did come up here.
I'd rather face a couple of tornadoes than her. You're the only living male Blair, and it remained for you to put a stigma on that fine old Kentucky name. You knew that we were just waiting for the centennial next year to announce that you were going to take your rightful place at the head of your family's corporation. And in one night, you kill every plan that Granny Blair had had her heart set on. And after I've spent 6 years training you. Harry, you've got to help me out.
How?
By telling me what really happened. You know it's going to take a year to get this out of the public mind.
What does Gail say?
Nothing. I've tried to get her to talk, so have the men from the district attorney's office. All she said was that you had requested her to say nothing. Now, what am I going to wire Granny Blair?
Well, that's easy. Just tell her that I've refused to discuss the matter.
And have her tear into our director's room swinging that cane of hers? Oh, no.
Granny's your problem.
Mine? No, thank you.
What's worrying me is what I'm going to say to Lisbeth.
I wish I were in Africa.
I wish I were out of here.
Put those back on. You're lucky you didn't lose your eyesight altogether. The doctor'll tell you when to take them off.
All right. All I need now is a tin cup.
Oh, bonjour, Monsieur Trent.
Herbert?
Hello, Trev.
Oh, Gail. What's the idea of this letter to Lisbeth Calvert? Are you trying to write your way into jail?
Evidently, I didn't succeed.
You're lucky she returned it unopened. I promised Larry to keep you out of this, and it's just like you to stir up the whole affair again.
But I want her to know that I'm to blame for everything.
Gail, you don't seem to realize we're trying to shield you from a serious investigation.
Trent, the only decent thing for me to do is help put her and Larry back together.
When do you expect to see him?
Any moment now. In fact, I thought it was he when you arrived. There he is now. Will you leave us alone this first visit?
I'll say hello and leave.
Bonjour, Monsieur Larry.
How are you, Larry?
Hello, Trent. Hello, Gail.
Hello, Larry. It's good to see you around again. I've enjoyed your flowers.
Well, it's about time we were getting you out where you can see them growing. Hey, Trent?
You better be getting her out of here pretty soon, or she'll be writing a book on her life secrets.
He's referring to this letter which Lisbeth Calvert refused.
Fortunately, you didn't meet with any more success than I did. She treats mine the same way.
Here, Larry, you'd better keep this letter, and I hope you'll have the opportunity very soon of using it. Make her understand what really happened.
That's a lovely gesture, Gail. But I wouldn't settle things at that price.
This letter would make her understand.
It's things like that, Gail, that make people forgive anything you do.
You're the only person in the whole world, Larry, who could see it that way.
Oh, by the way, we never did finish that London telephone conversation of yours. And now I think it's a good time for you to tell them that you accept their offer.
That offer has been withdrawn.
Why, what happened?
Right after they read the papers.
So it's hurt your opportunities.
Anyhow, we've got your problem to settle before I could think of singing. And now may I offer you a drink?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm following doctor's orders.
Where are those glasses you're supposed to be wearing?
Well, every time I wear them, people offer me sympathy. And sympathy is the last thing I ever want.
Hello, Joe.
Granny Blair. Well, how do you do?
Where's that good-for-nothing mayor of ours?
His Honor's inside. If you'll wait a minute, I'll announce you.
No, never mind. I'm not helpless. I can open doors myself.
Hello, Julia.
Hello, Jim.
I see you're able to be gadding around with just a cane to help you.
Well, if it'll disappoint you any, I walked the whole distance, and I could have carried you piggyback. Sit down, Jim, with that chair of yours. It'll get cold. Keep this one to rest your feet on. Chairs are for old folks.
Oh, all right. You better lean on it anyway. Now, don't waste your time beating around the bush. You didn't come here just to see me. Who do you want appointed, and to what office?
Blairstown's got a centennial coming up next year. But we're going to start celebrating it next month.
Centennials come only once in 100 years, and this is only the 99th year since the founding of Blairstown.
This town is 100 years old starting next month. You and I are the only ones left who can prove it.
I'm not that old.
Well, you look it.
Julia, the committee decided to celebrate the centennial next year. All the plans have been made.
Well, you've always told that committee what to do. And you just get them in here and tell them this centennial starts next month. Because you and I want it that way.
Yes, but would you mind telling me why I want it that way?
One reason is because I do.
Oh, yes.
But the real idea is that I want my grandson to come back here to Blairstown and stick his feet in some good old Kentucky soil.
Larry's been going haywire in New York. I've been reading about him.
Mind your own business. I want you to write a special invitation signed by your entire committee and send it to that company his great-granddaddy founded and tell them we need the only living male Blair at the Blairstown Centennial.
Julia, you're up to one of your old tricks. Does Lisbeth Calvert know you're doing this?
No, and don't you dare tell her.
Well, if getting a Calvert and a Blair together is your reason, it's cause enough to hold a centennial. But suppose he won't come.
I'll see to that. I guess I know when two people belong together. And if those two youngsters eating their hearts out haven't got sense enough to patch things up, then Jim Hopkins and Julia Blair aren't too old to help them.
You bet we're not. And Julia, considering all the years I've waited, I think a centennial would be an appropriate occasion to announce that another Blair had agreed to marry a Hopkins.
Fiddlesticks, Jim. This Blair's not throwing herself away on some old codger like you.
I wasn't so old when I started asking you.
Well, let's wait until the next centennial after this one. Besides, I've got 19 old mossbacks on my hands now. I'm not taking on another. Bye, Jim.
Goodbye, Julia.
Young scoundrel. If I had him here, I'd lay him across my knee and whale the daylights out of him. I know what I'll do. I'll disown him. I'll kick him out.
But it really isn't Larry's fault. He's not to blame.
Defending him, eh? So you do still love him? Don't try to lie.
Of course I love him.
Then why are you giving him up without a fight? And refusing to see him just because he happened to get off on the wrong foot? What you want is a stuffed shirt hung on a broomstick, not a flesh and blood human.
Oh, it isn't that. I didn't expect him to be perfect. But you can see now this marriage wasn't Larry's idea. And he's grown away from it.
Fiddlesticks. He's been in love with you ever since he was a little shaver.
Yes. He had a fine way of showing it.
Well, the Blairs always were Chinese puzzles. I should know. I married his grandfather. Maybe he didn't keep me on a merry-go-round for half a century. But I loved it. He never gave me a dull moment. Bless his old hide.
You knew when you married him that he didn't want somebody else.
Oh. Callie. Callie, where are you? Where'd she put that picture?
Oh, never mind, Granny. I put it away. It's in the magazine rack.
So you couldn't look at him, eh? Well, young lady, you're not going to stay here and eat your heart out. You're going to New York with me.
No, Granny, I'm not. Why, we can't keep on making the same mistake, taking everything for granted. Oh, it's all so plain now. He sponsored a career and sent her abroad. Why, he even left me on the night of our engagement to go to her. Nothing will ever change that.
Well, you may be finished with him. I'm not. And if you won't come along, I'll handle him myself. Besides, I've itched for a long time to tell that board of directors of mine what I think of them. I pay 19 full-grown men to handle the affairs of that corporation, and they can't even manage my grandson. I'm going to put the whole caboodle of them through the ringer.
But, Granny, if you even so much as mention my name to Larry, I'll never forgive you.
On motion made by Director Jackson and seconded by Director Reed, unanimously voted by all the members present, the regular quarterly dividend of $8 per share be declared on the preferred stock of the corporation. Secretary is hereby ordered to make such entry in the minutes. Your chairman will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Where are those old nanny goats that are supposed to be running this company? This place is as quiet as an old lady's home. Why isn't somebody around here?
Granny Blair.
Open up this door.
Unlock the door. Unlock it. We were just adjourned.
That's what you thought. I suppose you've been passing the same resolutions, voting yourself dividends, and now you're going home. Well, this meeting is just getting started. Sit down, all of you, before you fall down. You find yourself a chair. I'll take this one. It has been moved and seconded that this company participate in a centennial at Blairstown, Kentucky next month. All those in favor say aye. It is so ordered. Now stick that in your minutes, Mr. Secretary. Old Jonathan Blair organized this company, which founded that town 100 years ago. And we're giving Blairstown a rousing celebration next month.
The Blairstown Centennial is next year. Even you can't change the calendar.
No? Well, I have.
But we can't get ready in a month.
You're ready now. I just spent 10 minutes in your publicity department and found this young lady the only one doing any work. We cut your red tape. She's packing now to come down to Kentucky and run it with me. Now get going, Miss Price. This meeting is adjourned. Yeah, Crane, wait. I'm not through with you. Where's my grandson?
We've had half the office force out trying to locate him.
But I want him here. You've had him 6 years to train, and you haven't given him work enough to keep him out of trouble. I'm not letting him rust here any longer. I'm taking him back to Kentucky with me. A centennial is the right occasion, and Blairstown is the proper place to announce that a Blair is taking his place at the head of his family's business. That's why I had the centennial moved up.
Hello, Granny.
You young whippersnapper. I ought to tan your hide.
All right, Granny. I guess I need it.
Well, it wouldn't do any good. I know you Blairs.
Mr. Larry,
Yes?
I found these glasses down the singing hall where you left them. Is you all got the blind staggers or something?
You're saying too much, Scipio. I don't say a word about bringing these to me, do you understand?
Yes, sir. If you all wearing these are kind of ghost or hands, I can get you some blood from a black rooster killed in the dark of the moon.
Hands, Scipio? Why, you don't believe in hands, do you?
Believe in them? Well, I can pretty near see them.
Don't you ever sneak up on one?
Who wants to? Do you know what? I've seen ghosts around this place all the time. It just came around here lately. I don't know how. You better take him, Mr. Larry.
When did you start using specs?
Well, have you had any laws passed down here against a man wearing glasses? Lots of people wear them.
Evading a question is just another way of prevaricating. I want an unvarnished answer. Why are you wearing those?
Oh, the doctor thought I should use them in the bright daylight.
Then why don't you?
I wanted to do without them until Lisbeth got here the first time.
Well, if you Blairs aren't the most stupid people, do you think Lisbeth would care whether you wear glasses or not?
Oh, Try to understand what I'm thinking about. How could I have those things on when I'm with her? Well, it'd be like a scar. Always reminding her of the very thing that I hope she forgets.
I think you're about due for one of my old-time talks. Sit down.
This'll be a knockout radio show for the centennial. All the singers, descendants of our founders' slaves. And the song ties right in with our company's product. It took Granny Blair to think this up.
You'd be surprised at things Granny does think up. But it's my idea. She'd rather have them singing the wedding march.
Oh, Tom, let them rehearse Nellie Gray.
Yes, Miss Peggy.
In a lot of ways, you were smarter when you were 10 years old than you are now. I've got some news for you. Lisbeth is coming back from Louisville tonight.
How did you know that? Have you heard from her?
No, she heard from me. I sent her a telegram.
Oh, you didn't tell her I was in town?
Certainly not, as she would have known why I wired.
Well, what reason have you given her?
What business is that of yours, as long as you're here to greet her?
Well, when she discovers you tricked her, she'll treat me as she treated my letters and phone calls. She'll walk out.
Well, your granddad would never let me walk out with half the chance I'm giving you.
So that's the scheme you had in the back of your head when you came up to New York.
Oh, save this Blair hooey for Lisbeth tonight. You'll need it. Just like your granddaddy.
Miss Burke, I've been waiting for this opportunity for your complete recovery to discuss a vital matter.
I think we've covered everything there is to be discussed, Doctor.
On the contrary. Because you share the secret in this case with Mr. Blair, you're the only person who can help me.
How do you mean, Doctor?
And as you know, Larry Blair seemed to recover before you did.
Yes, and I was so happy it was so.
Well, unfortunately, it isn't so. Mr. Blair never had your chance of recovery, but he doesn't know. And we thought you might be the one to tell him that he'll eventually lose his sight.
Lose his sight? Oh, Doctor, isn't there any chance, some hope to offer him?
That's the difficult thing to tell him. You see, he already had an eye condition. It isn't as it used to be, Miss Burke. Science has made it easier for the blind. Braille system for reading, seeing eye companions, certain vocations. And then nature sharpens the other senses to help compensate.
Doctor, how could blindness ever be compensated? In what way?
You must find that way. Except for a miracle, it might have been you.
Yes, me. That would have been better. Listen, Doctor, you've got to help me. There's a good reason why he shouldn't know about this. Not yet. Might spoil his chances of happiness ever.
It would be no pleasure for me. I thought you might be the one to let him know.
You probably came home to scheme with Granny to get me here.
But, Granny, I just wanted to hear what Larry and Lisbeth said after you got them together.
What they say is nobody's business but theirs. Now you go to bed.
I'm sure Granny called you for the same reason that she went to New York to get me.
Then you do know why she called me.
Yes, for the centennial.
Oh, that's ridiculous. The centennial's next year.
Not since Granny changed it.
You Blairs think it's funny to move mountains to make people listen to your apology. Well, I don't want to hear it. And I'm going to find out if this was Granny's idea or yours.
Granny retired just before you came. And you know she doesn't like to be disturbed after she gets in bed.
Well, at least that proves she isn't ill. Well, now that you have me cornered, I suppose I'll have to hear your explanation.
I have no explanation to make, but you have.
Oh, so that's it. You leave me on the night of our engagement, and after everything that's happened, tell me I have an explanation to make.
You never waited to find out whether I was dead or alive.
Oh, yes. I found out. In a way I'll never forget. I was Exhibit A in those screaming headlines. I waited, Larry, until I knew you were out of danger. First I was frightened, and then I wanted to forget it.
Let's both forget it. Even if you did come in to see me that night, I couldn't have looked at you anyway. They had bandages on my eyes.
Then you couldn't look at her either.
Now you're starting questions again.
That means you have seen her.
Well, I called on her, yes. You wouldn't answer my phone calls, and you returned my letters.
They should have kept the bandages on your eyes. At least until you were away from her.
Darling, we promised to forget that. There never was anyone but you.
Now it's my turn to confess. But I could never tell it to you. It's all written for me. I left it here on my last visit to Granny. And I pored over it for the hour. The poet John Keats wrote it to his sweetheart, and he expressed it so much better than I ever could. It's his third letter of July 1820. Oh, but don't read it now. Wait until you're alone.
All right. Now let's go see Granny.
I thought she had gone to bed.
Oh, no. She's waiting to see you. I'd like to speak to New York, please. To Miss Gail Burke. Columbus 57864. This is Larry Blair, Blairstown 0817. Yes.
Yes? This is Miss Gail Burke.
Oh, hello, Gail.
Larry.
I'm sorry to disturb you so late, but I need your help tonight. Are you alone?
Yes. Yes, I'm alone. What is it, Larry? What's happened?
Well, nothing alarming. I just had a temporary kickback with my eyes tonight, and I thought I might use yours.
Oh, for a moment you gave me quite a fright. How can my eyes help you?
Lisbeth gave me something to read, and I can't see well enough to read it tonight. My eyes will be clear in the morning, though. But I must know tonight what her thoughts have been.
Why, I'm so happy and relieved you have her again, Larry. But how can I help you to read anything up here?
It's by the English poet, John Keats. I remembered he was a favorite of yours.
Well, a good many things written by Keats I can quote from memory.
Gail, can you quote his third letter of July to his sweetheart?
I believe I can. I think it's one that would appeal to her especially. It's this. My love had made me selfish. I cannot live without you. I'm forgetful of everything but seeing you again. My life seems to stop there. I see no further. Have I any right to wish you to be unhappy for me? I see life as nothing but the certainty of your love. Convince me of it, my sweetest. For if I'm not somehow convinced, I shall die of agony.
No more. I'll read it in the morning myself.
But, Larry, you won't see it in the morning. Larry, you never will be able to see it.
Gail. What are you saying? Gail.
Gail, you promised not to tell him.
I didn't mean to, Trent. I didn't want him to know. Now I'll never marry Lisbeth.
Larry?
Yes, Trent. I heard. The doctor told her that? I'm glad I know. If only I had known an hour ago. Trent, I want you and Gail to come down here with me. Yes, it's important. Get down here as soon as you can.
Yes, Larry. Gail and I'll leave immediately to be with you.
Fortunately, the centennial will be upon us soon. And I'm sure my grandson will help you enjoy your visit until then.
I hope our being here won't inconvenience you any, Mrs. Blair.
I never let anything inconvenience me. And now I'll ask you to excuse me while I go down to the singing hall.
Your famous tradition of Southern hospitality is the only thing that kept her from whacking us over the necks with that cane.
Yes, and I was just protected by another very quaint tradition of Granny's.
If it's funny, you'd better let me in on it. I could use a good laugh right now.
Well, Granny considers it very bad manners to beat her offspring in the presence of guests.
Well, just in case tradition fails her, I'll rescue your pretty little cousin Lucy Bell, or I'll be without a partner for the ride. We'll start on ahead.
Do you mind?
No, of course not. Larry, I think it'll be better if Trent doesn't give Lucy Bell too much attention.
Count on Lisbeth to look out for Lucy Bell.
Yes, Elizabeth. If only there were some less cruel way for her.
Why can't I make you understand? I have no right to let her be burdened with a blind man for the rest of her life.
She might prefer that to not having you. I would. Larry, why don't you tell her?
I can't.
I think you should.
I've thought of all the hours and days and years that I wouldn't be able to see her and be at the mercy of her kindness. That's why it's so important for me to have it over today. I could never let her get this close to me. She might learn the truth. After the centennial, I'll leave here.
Granny! Granny! Isn't anybody at home, Kelly?
Yeah, sir, Miss Lisbeth. Mr. Larry's in the parlor.
He done got company, Miss Lisbeth.
Hello, Lisbeth.
Am I late? Scipio just told me you had company.
Yes, I had some friends from New York come down for a visit during the centennial. Oh, Lisbeth, I'd like you to meet Miss Gail Burke. Gail, this is Miss Lisbeth Calvert.
How do you do?
I'm awfully happy to know you. I've heard a great deal about you from Larry.
Oh, yes. You're the one in New York.
Oh, I forgot to mention, Lisbeth. Miss Burke is down here with her brother Trent, who accompanied her from New York. You remember him, don't you?
I remember him very well.
He just went out riding with Lucy Bell.
We were going for a ride ourselves. Would you care to join us?
Oh, thank you, no. I have so many other things to do. Oh, I wanted to get this book, but I left here. And now, if you'll excuse me, there are several matters I must talk over with Granny.
Larry,
Anymore.
Tom. Tom.
Yes?
Those darkies are as lazy at singing as though it were hard work. Now put some spice and vinegar into them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Round the meadows I'm a-ringing, the north is moon song. While the mockingbird am singing, happy as the day am long. Where the ivy am a-creeping o'er the grassy mound, there, O Master, am a-sleeping, sleeping in the cold, cold ground. Down in the cornfield, yield and one more sound. Oh, the youngins am a-weeping, nestles in the cold, cold
Feel things, you know. I just gotta catch that black woman. That's the only thing gonna bring me to happen. You know what? I think this house is tanning. You know, ever since I've been here, I think this house is
Here, here. What are you two muttering about? You look as if you'd seen a ghost.
Ghost?
Speak up. Did the cat get both your tongues?
I don't know exactly, but something done gone wrong. Something terrible done happened to Miss Lisbeth.
Well, out with it. What is it?
We seen Miss Elizabeth go up the stairs, and her face was just brimming over with the misery.
Where's Mr. Larry?
He done gone off riding.
Riding?
With that Yankee woman.
Huh.
I tell you, I know there's something gonna happen. I feel it in my bones.
You get on out here. I'll take care of your bones.
Right, I'm going. You don't have to push me, do you? I know this.
I feel like I'd thrown a boomerang. You sailed right back and smacked me. I wouldn't ask you to face this if I hadn't been fool enough to start this blankety-blank centennial. Now we've got to wait and see it through. Or I'd get you away from here and set a torch to this house and send it to Kingdom Come. That's the only thing fit for those kind of people.
Granny, we should be very grateful to him for giving me such a complete cure.
And don't you ever raise a passel of brats to grow up and plague you.
I hope you'll be very happy with her.
We've only a few more moments alone before Larry and Gail return for dinner.
I can't remember ever spending a happier day.
And I shared it with you.
Oh, but soon. You'll be returning to New York.
New York won't be very interesting without you. I think I'll go abroad, Lucy Bell.
You must have been to so many interesting places. How I should like to see them.
And I can just see you. And your delight at each place. The south of France at this time of year. The Lido in Venice. Winter at San Moritz. Springtime in Paris. And the Taj Mahal. A shrine. In memory of the love of a Mughal emperor for his royal princess. So the world would never forget. And the opening of the Grand Prix. Where the latest creations in gowns adorn lovely women. That's where your beauty belongs.
And they're probably all down the singing hall of the radio broadcast tonight. So hurry. Well, I tell Granny we're home. It's so late she'll be worried.
Be careful not to show your excitement. They know I'm going home tomorrow.
Oh, Lisbeth, I thought you'd be down at the singing hall. Where's Granny?
Granny asked me to stay here in her room to talk with you.
Well, what about? You know, we haven't much time before the broadcast, and, well, I must dress.
What I have to say won't take very long. And I've been waiting here an hour for you to return from your ride with Trent.
I suppose you want to talk to me about Trent the same as everybody has. Well, I'm old enough to know what I'm doing, and, well, just because everyone else is having trouble, there's no reason why I can't take care of myself. Why, it's my right to have some fun in life.
We all want you to have all the fun in life you can.
But why should everybody object because I've enjoyed riding with him?
They only object because it is with Trent.
But he's the only one interesting enough to ride with, and I like being with him.
Then it is as bad as that, Lucy Bell.
Oh, Lisbeth, just because things have gone wrong with you and Larry is no... I'm sorry. But don't think I'm not old enough to have feelings, too. Why, I've been cooped up in Blairstown all the while you were traveling. And I want to see something else besides Kentucky. Why, we're not poor people. And I'll soon have money of my own. And I want to travel and see things like Trent tells about. Like Paris and Venice and San Moritz and the Riviera.
But, Lucy Bell, don't let people like Trent poison your mind and make you wish for things. All that will come to you in time. But not now. Why, you still have several years of school before you're ready.
Oh, but what difference would it make if I didn't go back to school for 6 months or a year? Well, I can see all those places and really live, and we're pretty close.
Lucy Bell, Trent has been filling your head with those ideas, just as his kind has always done. And he'll go on doing it with others just like you. The only difference is you'll take it seriously and be hurt long after he's forgotten you.
But Trent's leaving here with his sister and Larry tomorrow.
Please, Lucy Bell, try to forget these ideas. Don't have any more meetings with Trent. Don't see him any more alone. And promise me, on your word of honor, that before you do anything you may be ashamed of or sorry for, you'll tell me first.
I promise.
I think I left my gloves in the living room. Why aren't you dressed for the broadcast?
Because I'm not going. I'm waiting to take Lucy Bell for a drive.
Trent, don't you think I've caused enough trouble?
Isn't your preaching out of order in view of the way things are working out for you?
Don't try to twist matters to suit your own schemes.
I haven't noticed you're worrying much about Lisbeth.
Trent, I warn you, keep away from Lucy Bell. I found them, Larry.
Gail, I was on the verge of losing my courage.
I'm sorry I was so long.
If anyone approached and I didn't recognize them, then they'd know.
I'll stay close to you.
Callie! Callie!
Yes, ma'am.
Keep this until after the broadcast, then hand to Miss Lisbeth. Now remember, hand it to her after the broadcast.
Yes. Scipio? Scipio Africanus.
I've been chasing that black rooster for days and days, and now I don't even come in the hen house no more.
Read this and tell me what it says. Tell me what that writing says before I twist your ears off. What do it say?
I got to find Miss Lisbeth. Misery, I'm here.
What do it say?
This radio broadcast is sponsored by my old Kentucky home food products. and is coming to you from the original plantation of Jonathan Blair, originator of our company and founder of Blairstown, Kentucky in 1838. The opening number on this program, quite appropriately, will be Kentucky's immortal folk song. Tonight it comes to you from the lips of descendants of Jonathan Blair's slaves, born and reared in the very bluegrass country which gave the great composer his inspiration. With proud humility, this evening, the plantation chorus is conducted by Old Ned, son of the slave who sang it in the year it was written, and in this same hall, in the presence of Stephen Foster. Ned. Among the distinguished guests here tonight, on her own plantation, is that dear, kindly old Kentucky lady, who more than any other is responsible for the celebrating of the Blairstown centennial, which opens tomorrow. Born to the purple, this daughter of aristocracy has successively reigned her bluegrass kingdom as maid, matron, and matriarch. I present to you Mrs. Julia Blair, affectionately known to all who are fortunate enough to possess her friendship as Granny Blair.
It would not be any of your business to tell you how many years ago I was born on an adjoining plantation. In those days, we never even thought of radios nor telephones. When people talked then, nobody further off than a hoop and a holler even thought of listening. Old Jonathan Blair, who owned this plantation where I am now standing, had a son whom I loved and married at the time he took over his father's industry.
You can't go in here.
30 years later, our son became the head of the Blair business. The passing of our son left our grandson too young and unprepared to be put at the head of our company. During the intervening years, I have acted as the nominal head of our vast business, only waiting for that time when he would be ready traditionally to follow in the footsteps of his honored great-grandfather, grandfather,
She don't run away
and
with
father.
that Yankee man.
Tonight is therefore an auspicious occasion. On the eve of the celebration of 100 years of Blair responsibility, in that I have the privilege and honor to announce that I am stepping aside in order that my grandson
Something's wrong, Lisbeth.
would assume his rightful heritage and obligation at the head of this plantation
Help me, Gail.
and his family's business. I had hoped that my grandson would speak to you tonight, but owing to unforeseen developments, he's not able to do so.
Lisbeth! 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 Gail. I couldn't even see to get to her.
I'll drive you, Larry.
So this is the urgent thing you phoned me to wait for. You told the county clerk you were of age.
That marriage license says she's of age.
When your granny finished on the radio just now, I suspected something was wrong. I guess this is it. Don't worry, Elizabeth.
Thank goodness for that, Mayor.
This young lady might fool the county clerk about her age, but not me. And the night she was born, I helped her daddy pace the corridor and heard her squalling when old Doc Simmons spanked the first breath of life into her.
Who else has the authority to perform marriage ceremonies?
No one else around here unless Granny Blair says so.
Are you coming with me, Lucy Bell? Larry, there's nothing for you to worry about. It seems that the great Blair family is determined to get along without me. And now, Gail, since Miss Lucy Bell seems to have plenty of protection, I suppose you and Larry are ready to return to New York with me.
Yes. I'm sorry for the trouble we've caused you. Good night, everybody. Goodbye, Elizabeth.
Larry, I can't go on with this any longer.
Gail, hadn't you and Larry better leave with me now?
Please, Gail.
Elizabeth, if you weren't so blind yourself, you'd know what's wrong with Larry. He's trying to get out of here before you find out he's losing his eyesight. That's the only reason I'm here. He didn't want you to know. There's never been anybody for him but you. I'm to blame for everything that happened the night of your engagement. You see, I loved him too. Lucy Bell, that's something Trent could never give you.
I can see two people. It's Granny and Lucy Bell.
Larry, then Granny's new specialist was right when he said there was hope.
Nobody Granny trusts could be wrong.
Lucy Bell, suppose you and I take another look at that wedding gown.